Being human first is a revolutionary idea where you take control of your own story. It's knowing yourself well enough to lead yourself in a way that allows you to have massive influence on others. Let's start with knowing yourself. How's your work-life balance? If I took the three most important things in most humans' life, their own health and well-being, physical and mental health, their work or what they do that's meaningful, and their family, friends, key relationships. If I took those three things, work, friends, family, and health, and asked you to put them in order, what would your order of priority be? They're all important, sure, but what order do they come in for you? Most people would say, work comes last and family comes first and then their health. Some people say their health comes first and then family, but work is usually always last. If that's you, imagine I was able to come through the screen right now and spend the next 3 weeks right beside you. Every time you thought or felt or said or did something to do with work or family and friends or health, I just put a little tally in that column. Now, at the end of 3 weeks, what would it look like? If you're in the shower but you're thinking about emails, that's work. If you're having dinner with your family but your mind's on the meeting tomorrow, that's work. So what would it look like? Would that sheet at the end correlate with what you've said your priorities are? For most of us, no. And it's not just work-life balance. Imposter syndrome, people-pleasing, this fear that we're not good enough, this comparison with everyone else, comparing their front stage on social media with our backstage and finding that we just maybe aren't good enough. All of these things stop you from living your fullest life. They steal any potential for joy. Most importantly, they stop you from showing up as your full fat self in life, with your family, with your friends, at work, with your team, with your community and your organisation. It stops you from being a human being and keeps you being a human doing. Leading yourself is really simple. It's about a way of being. It's not well-being. That's a pre-pandemic thought where you put yoga and don't do the ironing, watch telly and have some cake on your well-being list and think that that's going to solve everything. This new way of thinking is about having an intentional way of being so that you are staying inside your own integrity and focusing on who you want to be, the difference you want to make, the way you want to live. Taking control of your story so that it is your story and you're not letting your past become a script for what you do now. It's incredibly powerful when you free yourself from that and stop living under things that were said or done to you by a toxic leader or a terrible partner or an overbearing parent. It's your story, not theirs. Human first leadership, leading others, is about meeting people where they are. This is incredible because when people feel that you are for them and with them, you are paying into their emotional bank account. Whether it's a toddler you're trying to get to do something that they don't want to do, or whether it's a team or clients that you're trying to enroll and engage, meeting people where they are is currency. This requires and allows you to see someone's heart and humanity first. Not the vehicle they turn up in, the colour of their skin or their sexuality or whatever beliefs they have, but the human first and everything else second. It's a subtle shift, but it's one thing that allows you to really connect and engage with people and really does improve and skyrocket your influence. Lastly, it's the 3 E's. I use these when I'm speaking, when I'm writing, when I'm persuading my 10-year-old that we're not having ice cream for breakfast and watching Pokemon all day. It's empathy, engage, enroll. Empathy means you start from where someone is. It's not sympathy. That's useless. Empathy says, I don't know what it's like to be you. I don't know what it's like on the other side of me in your case, but I will stand here with you. It's powerful. Engage is where you ask questions and listen to the answers, where you find out what it's like not to be you, but to be someone else in their situation so that you can better strike, number 3, enroll them into a new way of being, which benefits everybody. We've had an industrial revolution. That went well. We've had a technological revolution. Great fun. We've had a digital revolution. Middling to good. What we need now is a human revolution. Being human first, being a member of the human revolution means that you spend more time being a human being and less time being a human doing.